What's up, guys? It's Big Boy Dipper here with my very first video ever. My buddy Johnny Kane, me and him were talking a couple days ago, and he came out with a YouTube channel that I knew nothing about. He actually moved away from where we met. we don't keep in contact all the time, but we do. And I thought I would make a channel just like he is. I'm going to go with my go-to dip for right now. That's RedSeal. It's my first video. We're going to do a very quick review over it, and I'll explain my dipping experience, how long I've been dipping, so on and so forth. Okay? RedSeal. It's not a bad dip. I'm about to dip it in a second. I'm a very big natural person. I like natural a lot. Whenever I first dipped, I dipped a lot of wintergreen and mint. I don't like that kind of stuff anymore. It's just not me. But hey, everybody has their own preference, you know. RedSeal. The flavor of the natural, and I'm not looking at RedSeal as a brand as much as just the flavor. Flavor-wise, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's my favorite. Next is Copenhagen Natural, but we're not going to get into that till I have some. Flavor's great. The pinchability, it's not bad, okay? But I use my tongue a lot while I dip, so whether it pinches good or bad, I can deal with it. Can-wise, it's plastic. I'm not a huge plastic fan, that's why I do a lot of like snuff, but that's okay. The logo, as you can see right here, plain Jane. There's nothing special about it, but I do like how flat the top of the can is. You have like Copenhagen and Grizzly. It's got ridges on it from the brand, you know. Not bad, but just my preference. Put in a hogger, I guess. There we go. Yeah, the hell's that cat doing? Okay. Anyways, yeah, I like RedSeal. It says it always has 25% more tobacco in it. That's great because I dip a lot. Not only that, this can does not let Jesus have a pinch in it, which is great because I like that extra pinch. It saves me a little more money. My gums super sore right now, so unfortunately you're gonna see me switching it a lot. Need to go buy some snuff and give them puppies a break, you know. The worst thing I could do right now is just keep getting good old gator lip. But yeah, can wise it's alright. I give it like a 6 out of 10. If they had a cool like logo to it, like, you know, Grizzly's got a bear, you know, something of that nature, it'd be a little better, but it's not a bad dip. Pinchability, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Flavor, 8 to 9 out of 10. It's not a bad dip overall, but it's not something I'd prefer to somebody who's new to dipping. Not really a starting off dip. Just like with Johnny Kane, whenever his first dip was actually a Copenhagen long cut. It's a very good, strong, hearty dip. I suggested to him to start off with Skull because he liked the wintergreen and the mint. So I suggested him Skull, Pussy Dip, whatever. I don't know if that's still his go-to dip or not, but that's what I suggested he use. I would suggest that to any new person trying to dip, is, you know, like Skull. A lot of people say Hawken. I don't know if you have it from where you're from, but where I'm from, you don't find Hawken, so Skull is something good to start off with. Don't rush yourself. Take your time with what you're comfortable with. That's the best thing you could do. But yeah, dip-wise, hey, it's not bad. I enjoy it. Yuck. That was really black. Yeah. Let's get on to my dipping story. First time I dipped, I was 14 years old. My dad worked in the oil fields, about 5 hours away from where we live right now. Same house and everything. And he used to come home like 2 or 3 days a month because of how far the commute was, and to make extra money, he wouldn't go home very often, but when he did, he was home for a very short period of time. Well, me and my buddies were in my room, the same room, playing games, and I've always seen my dad dip, and I had bad experiences, like drinking out of the bottle and stuff, but I wanted to try it, so I did. I went out to the car, and it was actually in his glove box, and I had gotten it. What, bro? I had gotten it out of his glove box, and I actually tried opening the tin, right? You know, now I can crack it open just like so. Easy peasy, no big deal. Then it was like hell trying to open, literally. Could not get it to open. I used a brute amount of strength, and like half the can fell out on the ground, and I was trying to pick it back up and put it in the can. Well, I took a pinch, long story short. Went in the room and I had a big 2-liter Dr. Pepper because we'd sit in front of the TV and play games all night. That's what we'd drink. And had to cut it because my sister brought me a little Dr. Pepper and I'm thirsty, so. But yeah. Sat in the room, had it in my mouth for like 2 or 3 hours, and it was Skull Peach, believe it or not. And as soon as I took it out, not even 15-20 minutes later, I went and got another one, and I liked it. At the time, I don't think it was the nicotine that I liked. I think it was the flavor. I loved the flavor, sorry. Every once in a while, dip gives me the burps and hiccups, so. But I really liked the flavor. It was great. And about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, we're going to my uncle's house, and he lives next to a convenience store. And I actually got the balls to ask my mom, hey, will you buy me a can of dip? And she did not like it at all. And my dad was like, sure, that's the worst thing he's going to do. Let him try it. They didn't know I'd tried my dad's dip or anything. They asked me what I wanted, and I said Copenhagen long cut. And that's where the story began. I did Copenhagen long cut until one day we had to wake up for football practice at like 4 o'clock in the morning. We picked up one of my buddies, James, and he had Grizzly Wintergreen. And he asked me if I'd ever tried it, and I was like, no, not really. Actually, I haven't tried it at all. So he gave me a pinch out of his, and I fell in love with it. I dipped that for almost a year without trying anything else. And then I went to a little bit of mint, and I went back to Copenhagen long cut, and then went to some naturals, and then into snuff, and so on and so forth. Tried just about it all, but you know, these past year and a half, I've really slowed down. I used to dip 2 or 3 cans a day. One of these big bad boys would last me 2 to 3 pinches, and I'm off to a new can. Used to do just massive amounts. My lip was so stretched out. I always had gator lip, but I got used to it. Now I'm not used to it, but I'm trying to cut other habits and pick this back up because this is a lot more enjoyable. I can sit back and relax. I can do it at work. You know, I just enjoy it. But yeah, that's my story about me getting started. Been dipping for a while. About to turn 20 actually. So, what, 6 years? Just about 6 years. I've never fully stopped though, but Johnny Kane's got a video up on his channel about the first time he dipped, in which I'm the person who got him into dipping. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. Maybe for y'all Johnny Dipper fans, that's great, that's awesome. But yeah, he's a cool dude. I really miss him. But I hope this is enough for my first video, because I gotta get laundry started, so y'all have a good day. This Big Boy Dipper once again. I hope that y'all enjoy my video, and that y'all will like and subscribe it, make a comment, anything that could be changed. It's not that I'm not acting myself, but I will open up as time comes. But yeah, y'all have a great day. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and dip safely.